What's up, guys? Max here for Destructoid, and I'm in Seattle, and I'm outside PAX Prime 2014. It's the first day of PAX. It just opened up. There's a lot of people in there doing all sorts of wacky, crazy things, and we're supposed to make some videos about it. And I figured that one video that'd be kind of fun is if I just walked in there to check things out. There's one thing, I saw this online, someone posted a photo of it. To promote Far Cry 4, they have people in like furry costumes dressed up like tigers and bears and stuff, and they're having them fight in like an MMA octagon, and I have no idea where that is on the floor. I get lost every time I come to this convention center. So I figure we could go find that. And we're not gonna do any cuts or any edits or any like wacky, cool B-roll. If there's a boring stretch of me yawning on an escalator, we'll fast forward through it. But this is just gonna be like totally raw, unadulterated video game travel journalism. And because I'm a gamer, I'm gonna drink this first. Also, I'm kind of tired, so. Well, I mean, just give me a second, hold on. Bear with me, hold on. Oh, hey, look who we got. Come here. Who the fuck are you?
Andy Dixon.
What do you do?
Nothing.
For God's sake, we're doing a video for Destructoid.com, which employs you.
I am the community manager for Destructoid.com, which employs me.
Who's under there?
Mud Bastard.
This is what we do here. We take things seriously. This is the real deal. This is PAX. We're gonna get stopped a whole bunch of times because people are gonna be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" There's Hamza over there. Look, there's Hamza. Say hi, Hamza. We're making a video now. He's all weirded out. Hamza got a haircut before PAX. I did not. It's starting to rain. Let's go inside. Let me finish this dumbass Red Bull. I thought I could chug this faster, but apparently I can't. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I've got one headphone in to make sure the audio sounds okay, but I'm gonna take it out. If I get all blown out, that's why I wasn't paying attention. Trials and tribulations of a two-man video crew. You should have gone on the other escalator, Bill, then it would have been more dramatic. It would have been like watching me from afar. So this is actually the quieter way of going up. We should have gone the big, exciting one over there, where there's like it looks like an entrance to a ziggurat. Up here we've got the Pokemon beanbag area. This is very popular every year. People pay money to come to a convention center and sit on big pillows and play games that they already own. So you got Captain Toad's Wacky Adventure Time. We didn't plan this out that well, so, Nintendo's doing their thing over there. Seriously, the beanbags by the end of PAX are usually this just festering nest of disease. Everyone will get sick here. All of them. That's better, Bill. Now we're talking. I have like the worst coordination in the world, so this is probably the dumbest idea. But if I fall off, an escalator on video, it could be worse. It'll be fun. It'd be like a wacky goof. I'm terrified that I'm gonna fall over. Bill hates this right now. He's having an awful time. They're doing an oxygen bar for Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Because in that game, you're in space and you have to preserve the oxygen tanks. So, Bongs of the future. Okay, let's go into the actual place. Look, Geometry Wars, now with dimensions. Check this out, actually I thought this was pretty funny. This sign over here. It's supposed to be for monitors, but it looks like an ad for like cholesterol medicine or something. Like herpes. Like she's strong, and so are her lips. I don't know. I do graphic design stuff, so I notice these things. Okay, so here's PAX Prime. There's a lot of people over here. There's a guy who's doing stuff with his pants. I have no idea. I don't even know which end Far Cry is in, but I guess that's part of the challenge. We have to find the animals. Max Scoville looking for animals. I think it's over here. I have a hunch it's over here. If I'm right, that's awesome. If I'm not, this video is going to be twice as long because we got to go back through the sea of people over there. So let's go this way. those Timo hats. I see more of those here than anywhere in life. In the first year, there were a bunch of wacky, silly hats. Like they had big pink fluffy hats from Quantum Conundrum. And everyone's walking around wearing these hats, and they did this thing where you're like, where do those hats come from? Which booth is giving out that swag? And so I see the Timo hats, and I'm like, oh, those must be from like a League of Legends booth. And then I find out they're actually selling them for $35. So like dozens of people paying $35 for a goddamn stuffed animal hat. Be ashamed of yourselves. Oh shit, there's Far Cry. Far Cry's right there. We found Far Cry. I found Far Cry. It was so easy. I actually am a little bit disappointed. Let me turn the light on, Bill. Bill says he's got it. I look okay? All right, cool. Holy shit, the fucking animals are fighting each other in a cage. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. This is awesome. So I want to remind you that I think these are actually people. These are actually people competing. Those are all the waivers there that you got to sign if you want to compete, apparently. If I was a real journalist, I'd put one of those on and I'd go in there and I'd fight, but I'm not going to do that because I'm almost 30 and I shouldn't do that. Yeah. I'm trying to even think. This is, okay, so PAX East a couple years ago for Far Cry 3, they were giving out free mohawks and tattoos, free tribal tattoos. I wonder who got those. Did you get... Tataus. Bill's telling me it's Tataus. Did any of you watching this get a tribal Tatau at PAX East in honor of Far Cry 3? Did any of you get in the ring and fight to defend your right as an animal and then, you know, let's get close. Let's get a good look at this. So I bet you $1 million that somebody went in there and did that and got a raging hard on while it was happening. Hey, what's up, Scott? This is Scott Fry, who is the champion of PR for Far Cry. You didn't put me up to coming here, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay.
If you want to go up there, I'll put you in there.
Shit. Should I do that? I guess I should do that. I don't know.
You let me know.
All right, I'll think about it. A lot of these people want to beat my ass. A lot of these people are mad at me because I said that the Wonderful 101 wasn't wonderful, or I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you around.
All right.
Let's go look at the animals some more.
Everyone who competes in our Far Cry 4
Shield your ears, dear God. It's so loud here. It's just so fucking loud.
If you guys are interested in trying out the demos, there are stations available over to the right. If you are interested in pre-ordering the game, you can get a free t-shirt like the one.
Pre-order the game and get a free t-shirt. What do you know?
November 18th of this year. Have a great
Wait in line for hours on end. I don't know where we're going right now. We're gonna wander around a little bit and see what happens. We can go check out my second most anticipated game, Sonic Boom, The Rise of Lyric or whatever. But the Rise of Lyric, and then what's the other one? Bill, what's the other one called? Yeah, there's Sonic Boom, The Rise of Lyric, and then there's Sonic Boom.
I have no idea.
I'm docking your pay.
I'm not a furry.
Bill says he's not a furry, but I've seen his big plushy briefcase that he's put ears on. It's a special briefcase full of bad things.
How's it going? I listen to the Comedy Button as well. Been since forever, and I like the episode you were on. Detoid, woo! And have fun living in your...
What's your name?
My name's Blake.
Well, thank you for being on our video, Blake.
No problem. Hey, we're at PAX!
Oh my God. It's Sonic! Sonic! The Sonic Hedgehog! Sonic is there! So we have to go to see Sonic! What happened to him? He's covered in bandages. I think a fun video would be I run away and I keep recording the audio, but Bill has the video and he's got to look for me, and then I'm spying him from afar. And I'm like, oh, I see Bill. The Indie Mega Booth is consistently probably the best part of PAX, just always, all the time, constantly, because it's a whole bunch of crap you haven't heard of. There's like a handful of things that you've kind of heard of that have been like not playable, but you've seen people who like played them at GDC or at Game Jams or some shit. Love and a Dangerous Space Time is a good example of that. I don't know where you would go to play that. Maybe it's on Steam Early Access or some shit, but I mean, it's one of those things that isn't out in the wild yet. And it's one of those things you don't have to wait 4 hours in line to see while a woman screams at you about how you could own a free t-shirt if you pre-order it. Here's Dead State. Which is a game about hitting people in a parking lot. I don't know. Zach asked if that was the sequel to Garden State, where it's the gritty alternate ending where Zach Braff kills himself while riding on a motorcycle with Natalie Portman. Hey, check it out, Hotline Miami, #2. So I guess they're letting people design their own levels and play a little bit. I got some sweet shirts for that. There's Distance. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed that we found the animals so quickly. Ew, spooky masks. That's our time here. 13 minutes, that's not that long. Let's go check out the other hall. Let's go do that. That's a very pretty game. I'm quite fond of that.
It's in there.
Really?
And that, like, when we met with Lucas for approvals, the first thing they said was like, "Really, Teak?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, Teak!" And they're like, "Fuck it, let's do this."
That's awesome. I love
He's
that.
in there.
I love like the nerdy stuff. Like they put like Howard the Duck and Herbie and Lego Marvel.
Yeah.
I love that there are
Completely nerdy and like off the wall like that. You know that there's people that love it working on it.
Right on. What's your favorite thing you've seen so far?
I actually just walked in here, so I haven't. I'm assuming probably something in here.
Just
They
taint.
actually have like it's like a prize if you can fish. There's like something out of the taint. It's like a blindfold thing. It's fucked up.
Bobbing for anal spores.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Polyp Hunter
I'm not-
3D.
I'm not kidding. It's over there.
You guys, where's Tara?
I don't know where Tara is. What's your name?
Huh?
Yeah, I love PAX because people are just wandering around saying hi to each other. It's a fun time. I was about to say, most amazing toy collection. He's got this like just super kick-ass. He's got all like the Hot Toys. I don't mean that in like a weird way. I mean like the company Hot Toys from Hong Kong where they $300 Iron Man figures and all that. Oh wow, you can like what pose with the game video. The people who watch our dumb videos and listen to our dumb podcasts and who make the games and who play the games, and you know, people seem to have a pretty good time. You know, video game industry's been sort of weird lately. There's been some shitty drama stuff on the internet, and it's so easy to kind of forget that you're interacting with human beings when you're all in 140 characters and text-based stuff, and no one's. Hey, Pikachu! Let's go look at Pikachu's asshole. We're going to stare directly up into the ass of the beast. Look at different animals in the assholes. That is the name of this video. So I want to know if there's a bunch of different versions of these. Gotta catch 'em all. Yeah. Just staring up at his big old tank. Get the starfish, man. Go back a little bit. You're missing it. Look at that. Look at that.
My name's Paul.
What do you do, Paul?
I get swag.
You got swag? Oh, that's no swag. I question your swag, good sir. Trying to see if there's any more big animals whose assholes we can look up into.
Yeah.
I was very excited about the tank's ass, so I bumped into that man. Seriously, how many of those Timo hats have you seen in this video? Because they're everywhere. There's one right there. I like to imagine that, like, Wargaming had this, like, beautifully constructed big old pedestal they put it on, but they meant to do that. Huh? Which is the front? I don't know. I can't tell. Which way is it shooting? Oh, there. You know, the ass is over here. The gun's pointing that way. God, Bill doesn't know anything about tanks' asses. We're going around. We're filming the asses of all the big monsters. This is a tank. It's not really a monster, but if it had an ass, it would be here. Hey, check it out. That tank's got wood. What is that? I don't know what that's for. Why is there a log in the back of a tank? Like if they get really bored and they want to play lumberjack games, they're like, man, war sucks. Let's all play log games. Anyway, I think we've had our fun. I don't know, what's like the one last thing we should do? Holy shit, what is that? Oh, it's the Laser Zone. Oh, it's, yes, that's it. The local teens are playing a popular new game called Laser Zone. And someone is having a fun time elsewhere. I don't know. All right, it's MOBAs. No one cares about MOBAs. The video's over. We're done here. That's it. We're all over. So thank you for watching. If you sat through all this, this is a little bit of what it's like to be at PAX. If you can make it, they're making it a thing you can do in many more places. You know, there's PAX Prime in Seattle, there's PAX East in Boston, there's PAX South in Austin, and there's PAX Australia in Australia, which I assume is very small, and that's why they call it PAX Australia. They don't have any particular city to attach it to. Yeah. If you ever come and you see me wandering around making dumbass videos, I'll talk to you about whatever you want. I'll go, if you see any large animals, I will film them in the ass. I'm Max Scoville. Thanks to Bill Zoker for holding this camera the whole time. Oh, you were waving. I thought you were telling me to get out of the way or something. I wasn't sure if I was being photobombed. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Check out the rest of our videos. Hopefully this one didn't take much editing. Goodbye.